Alright, it's day I don't know anymore on the tilt, so we're just gonna play Big Three, I think. Yeah, Big Five, Big Six, whatever. It's just Starmie, Exam. It's everyone's favorite team. I have a lot of these actually. I got like this one with physical lax, and then we got this one which is physical lax plus Sing Chansey, and then we got the one I'm currently running which is Reflect Lax, but it's basically just a sample team, but I edited it ever so slightly. So instead of Hyper Beam, Snorlax runs Ice Beam because I've been running into a lot of Gengar on ladder, and Snorlax doesn't necessarily like Gengar when running two attacks, but with Ice Beam he can at least have a bit of extra utility. Maybe get Freeze. And also he just threatens a lot more mons. Generally. He can, well, he kinda does, I don't know. I could possibly replace this with Earthquake too, but it kind of makes him a bit passive in a way. Ice Beam at least lets you hit right on. So that's something pretty big. You hit also Victreebel and Exeggutor. It's mostly right on and egg. And also it allows you to fish for cheat, and also one of the biggest reasons why I chose Ice Beam on this Reflect Lax is because we can do fishing in Snorlax Dittos, because Reflect Snorlax Dittos have been pissing me off recently. Chansey Dittos have also been doing the same. I've been running into a lot of Chansey players that are running Reflect, and Chansey players that are just generally being annoying. Saying Chansey, Reflect Chansey, they're everywhere now. I hate it. After this, if these next anyways, we're still on the tilt. I've lost a lot of Alo, like 200 points. I'm in 1200s range now. This is actually embarrassing. I plan on maybe just getting to 1300 today, and then maybe we'll play with Tentacruel or something. It's Jinx lead. It's just a Jinx lead. Boom. I'm just gonna T-Wave, and you're gonna Lovely Kiss. Uh, Jinx's Ender Lovely Kisses. I don't know. Let's T-Bolt this. We can just stall for damage. Counter. How do you counter a Chansey? Is this... Oh, I think they might have thought I was Toss. They might have thought I was Toss. Okay, good freeze. Good freeze. We can soft boiled on this in case they have Lax or Tauros. Boom. Nice Lax. We can go into our own Lax and cause Reflect to come up. Let's proc Reflect. And now we're just gaming. Submission. The funny move. We love submission. Okay. Well, we don't have a Lax anymore. It's unfortunate. If we go Egg, we can tank one Blizzard and then hit back. It's egg on egg now, folks. It's just an egg on egg. Field, we double edge. We double edge this. I should have I honestly should have read the Jinx switch, but whatever. We still beat it. We still beat it. Cloyster. They're gonna clamp, I think. Yeah. So that's Zam. Zam greatly appreciates clamp. It doesn't do much to him. So we just go T-Wave. Like that. And then we just toss. Psych. Okay, whatever. Toss. Okay. The boom is unfortunate. They're gonna boom here, methinks. Methinks a boom is possible. A boom is possible. We can stall for sleep turns. We can stall for sleep turns. We can stall for sleep turns. This is big, actually. This is really big. And now nothing switches in. Not even Jinx. See? Watch. Watch. You're gonna go Cloy or something. You're gonna take big damage. Chansey coming in field. Okay, great. Good for you. And then I just Psychic. Is this even in range? And wake up, Starmie. Wake up, wake up, wake up. No. Okay. No. No wake this time. Which sucks, but we can live with it. Body slam and a paralysis. Absolutely insane. No, they don't. No, they don't. Doctor, you sure this will work? All right. This is kind of awkward, I think. It's it's 3-on-3 right now, but their Jinx is incredibly crippled. So it's just really just Koros and Cloyster versus Koros and Chansey because we both have one Mon that just can't do much. They can go Cloy, perhaps. Okay. No crit. Always appreciated. You're gonna go Cloy? No, I'm gonna lose the speed tie like anything. Great. That's always loved. Yeah, never mind. We just T-Bolt now. Boom. You're gonna explode? You're gonna explode maybe? He's gonna explode. He's gonna explode. Trust me. No, you're blizzing. Wake up. Wake up, Starmie. Come on. Come on. You can do better than this. You can do better than this, Starmie. Wake up. Wake up. It'll be funny. This is actually really awkward. I, d- I don't think I've been playing my best in the past few days, but this is just awkward. That is a big problem. I can't switch into Chansey on this because they just get body slam. Boom, I'm in hyper beam range now. I can't do anything. It like I'm also in hyper beam range here. Yeah, see, I'm dead. Rip. It's that simple. Ripperoni. Now Cloyster comes in and gets a free explosion. Thanks, damage calcs. I know, right? We all love damage calcs. And now he just explodes. Now he just explodes. This is sad. Watch. Yep. Well, whatever. We can keep climbing. We can keep climbing, folks. Big three psychics cannot let me down today. Absolutely can't. If it lets me down today, I might as well. It might be RB. It might be RB over. They might. They all say. They all say it's RB over, which is true. I guess I don't know. Um, what we're doing now? Let's do some team building. Let's do some team building. You know what? Maybe not in here. Not in here. In my funnies team. Why do I have a Legend ZA team in my RB? Why do I have this? This seems ass. I have a bunch of box. I have this box of a bunch of certified shitmons. So here we got Slowpoke, we got Budget Slowbro, we got Scyther, Sandslash, Crimeape, Poliwag, Pidgeot, Parasect, basically the entire ZU tier. We got it all in here. I think I've built genuine teams with a bunch of them. I have a Big Five with Exeggutor team. I mean, Big Five Dragonair team. Sorry, sorry for my French there. Big Five of Dragonair team, and this team I kind of beat low ladder with it and stuff. Some guy once asks me why I didn't just use Dragonite. I said because Dragonair is cooler, and also because Dragonair doesn't die instantly to Jinx Blizzard. We got other stuff. We got other certified mons. We got Lickitung. Lickitung's a thing that works in OU. Lickitung works. But I think we could very well just steal Wait, actually, please don't mind my nicknames. You're so bad. Uh, I feel like a lot of these guys actually do stuff, aside from Ditto. Like Arbok. Arbok, he raps in public. He raps in public in Gen 1 OU, and he raps in public by then clicking rap and then waiting for the rap counter to decrease, and then clicking Earthquake and hoping the Gengar doesn't have Psychic. And then Butterfree. Actually, you know what? Butterfree's hopeless. Butterfree, in my opinion, is worse than Beedrill. Beedrill's better because he actually does stuff. Beedrill actually gets stuff done. And that's weird to say because like Beedrill's one of the worst mons in the history of mons. Because like Quinneedle, Quinneedle as your move, but you see, it's 4 times damage on Exeggutor and Victreebel, and it's also super effective, and it's also 100 power on Starmie, so that's arguably weaker than Hyper Beam, but you deal more on Exeggutor, and that's like your biggest breaker because he's like so bulky and strong. Unfortunately, you don't have too much going for you. 65-40 is pitiful. With 45 special means that your Mega Drain, which is like your only option for hitting Rhydon, isn't gonna do much unless the Rhydon's like incredibly chipped. So there's that. But it's better than Butterfree, who despite having 80 special, has 60-50 bulk, which is arguably even worse. It's slower. Its speed ties with Victreebel, and it loses to Victreebel. It loses yeah, it doesn't get anything done. It loses. It's not even a good sleeper because Uh, it's walled by Exeggutor. There's that. It needs to spam Psychic and hope for like a billion special drops to beat Exeggutor. It can't beat Starmie. It can't. Oh no, it can. It can't beat Jolted. So much Jinxly today. What in the world? So much Jinxly. Chansey. Great, great, great. Should have known they weren't gonna go for Chess. Anyways, this is perfectly fine, I guess. We'll just go to my own lax. This is gonna be not, but okay, great. What a great way to start the game. What a great way to start the game. Three. Think back and field. Cool. You're gonna going for damage. Going for damage. Okay. Going for damage. Going for damage. I see. Imagine now we're to freeze. Okay, now we just spam psychic, I guess. We need a breakthrough start. We need a breakthrough Chansey. Anyways, about Butterfree. The body slam Jinx. This is real. Yes, it's turn 6. This is so depressing. It's true though. Exeggutor is little to no value outside of killing Chan now, so we kind of we just go. This is insane. Um, poor Snorlax, real. I agree. I mean, I'm sorry. Pardon me for my French. Pardon me for my uh, what's the language they speak in Switzerland? Let me look that up. Language spoken in Switzerland. I'm very sorry. Um, pardon my German. Pardon my German. That's my I'm very sorry for everything that could possibly have occurred here. Now they're gonna crit. Watch. I know, right? I feel bad for the lax too, but okay, no crit. That's great. Now we get a free soft. Wait, what? Okay, good, good, good. That wasn't softball glitch. We're good. We're good. Agility up on field. Great. Um, 36 is. It has a chance of like bad stuff occurring. Oh, nice. We tank. Can we get a para? Can we get a full paralysis? How delightful. How delightful. Absolutely delightful. You actually know what? Psychic makes Chansey better. Okay, nice crit. Gonna be honest with you, that turn 2 ice beam is actually so bad for the current state of the game, but at least we got their Zap parried, which is important for Tauros clean, because unless Tauros gets fully parried, and then Zapdos is packing rest, then we should be totally fine. Boom, your Zap is killed. What are you gonna go into now? Tauros? What are you gonna do now? Snorlax? You gonna go Snorlax? My bet is that you're going Snorlax. If if they have Snorlax and it's packing self-destruct, then we can switch into maybe. This is a free Thunder Wave. This is the most depressing body slam. This is the saddest body slam I've ever looked at. I'm gonna be honest. This is the saddest body slam in the history of body slams. Okay, Tauros. Tauros and Field. I want to stay in. I want to try and get Para. I'm trying to get Para up. If I can't get Para, then it might be tore over. But they got me. They got me. This absolutely stinks. We can't do much here, I guess. I guess we can Fisher drop full paralysis. No, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to fully paralyze me. That's You're not supposed to get me fully paralyzed. That's Snorlax's thing to do. Is this Laxless? Is this some kind of Laxless core? Nice seismic. Great. Full paralysis. Go into Tauros, go into Chansey. Nothing changes. Boom. It's 5-4. Rhydon. Rhydon has been revealed. It's Rhydon's great revolution. We can click Psychic here. I know for sure I'm gonna go Chansey. Yeah. Yeah, gotcha. I don't know how much. I believe Executor double edge is like high roll 34. Let me just quickly check that. 32 high roll. Incredibly sad, but if we drop special, then it's doing 28 on the psych. Boom. Full paralysis, though. That's a good alternative. Now imagine they go Rhydon on this. Boom. Actually, never mind. Tauros comes in, I think. Yeah, Tauros comes in. I was expecting this. This was totally expected. I still want to get some sort of para in, or at least some damage. I don't want to. I want to be able to at least catch Rhydon, so I'm gonna click some damage. Just gonna go straight for the damage. Damn, Orphan Grinder, why'd you leave? You were like my best guy. We loved you, Orphan Grinder. What the hell? Wait, 53. Can Tauros out-Tor the Tauros with this? With the -1? This Blizz is doing 43. No. It's not happening. But the high Gangway, or Gengar, however you pronounce it. He is in the field. He's in the field, folks. Like that. But. We. Actually, we're kind of dead. I think we're kind of dead. Game over. GG's. Good game, folks. Yeah, good game. Well played. This game would have been so much cooler if Lax didn't get frozen turn 2. Bro, now Rhydon just cleans. Rhydon just cleans now, watch. Watch, Rhydon's gonna click Earthquake, and then he's gonna Earthquake this, and then Tauros isn't gonna wake up in time because he never wakes up in time. I stand corrected. I stand corrected, actually. Now this is gonna do nothing important. Watch. Boom. You're gonna go Gengar now. And then you're gonna win the speed. No. Hyper Beam. Never mind. Well, whatever. Wasn't like we're gonna win that speed tie anyways. Let's cute more. It's a Zam on Starmie lead. Okay, this is quite quite the lead of all time. They might know how to go into okay, no. They might not go egg. They're not going egg this time. We go ice beam. Do I want to stay in on this? They might do I want to no, okay, they're staying. Okay, good freeze, good freeze. Now we just go ham with the para. Like that. As so, go into our lax. We can sing Chansey. Absolute chancinema, as the people say. Okay, you're going for that. You're gonna explode. Explosion. Guess what? Golem's a certified weakling, you know? That's what the RBY players know. Golem's a weakling. Gyarados. Gyarados has been revealed to the public. What shall this most unearthing information reveal to us? We shall only know in due time, it seems. We can't explode on this. They're gonna go Golem. We can't explode. That's a problem. You can't just soft boil like that, you stupid. Okay. Gonna explode, actually. No, 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 no. They're gonna go Golem. They're gonna go Golem. They're gonna go Golem. They're gonna see that this is a prime explosion window. Do they not notice that I can explode here? Are they not going Golem? Are you not? Okay. Fine. Fine. I'm just surprised you didn't go Golem. I'm just surprised you didn't choose to go into your Golem like that. Okay, whatever. Starmie beats this Zap, mostly, kinda not. Crit mattered, by the way. Crit actually mattered. Crit genuinely, totally mattered. Your Drill Peck is gonna do a lot. But no, full paralysis needs to occur first. Nuh-uh. Okay, great. Poros is last. Poros is last. This is important. Golem in field. Golem is in the field, folks. This is important. I feel like it's a dastardly play to go Zam on the Golem, but we tank. They're gonna explode. If anything were to really happen, it would have to explode or something. I don't know. I don't know though. This is a consistent 2 in KO, I believe. 2 in KO, let me check. Golem at 58. Like, Golem has really bad special and really bad HP, so my Alakazam, guaranteed 2 hit KO. It's 3% off from a KO. 3% off, which is really sad. But also, at 100, it's already... Oh, nice crit, actually. It didn't matter. It never mattered in the... It never mattered in the meantime. It never did. None of it mattered to us. It all came down to just funny roll. We T-Wave. I don't think Gyarados gets Thunder Wave, right? Gyarados doesn't get Thunder Wave, right? Okay. Nice body slam paralysis. And it all comes down to Tauros now. I'm gonna do a very tiny calc. It's just -1 special. How much is Blizz doing? Not enough. Actually, Gyarados is actually quite bulky. 95.79. That's... Okay. Cute, you're going Tauros now. Yes, you are. Nice crit. Nice crit, actually. We win. We win. We win now. We win now. Unless you crit the beam, then we win. We beat you. Like that. How did it take me to the start? How many did... Okay. That's a good win. That is an insane, period, win. Absolutely crazy. Madness, even. I'm surprised this even happened. I think crit definitely saved me there. I am just generally really bad at making consistent plays. The start of my RBY video about career jobs. It's how I said that I'm bad at the game. Yeah, I'm bad at the game. See. Now when the muck video comes out, I'm gonna say the exact same thing because I'm probably not gonna have improved at all. I'm still gonna be on this never-ending tilt, and I'll still be suffering eternally as I attempt to find out whether or not the lead Jinx is gonna switch into Chansey or use Lovely Kiss turn one. Gengar. The confirmed is into the field. We can T-Wave this for additional momentum and utility and the like. That's cute. That is cute, I will say. Perhaps into the Laxical Nuke. And then click Ice Beam. Maybe we catch a freeze. No? Super effective? Just standard damage? Okay, we stay in. We stay in. Boom. Headshot. Paralysis. You stay in. And you don't tank. I got a low roll this time. This is beloved, folks. Going Gengar? You're going Gar? Oyster! That is my cue. That is my cue to leave. That is my cue to leave like a little sissy baby. Now we Thunder Wave. Cause this might explosion. Right? But I will be honest with you. Exploding on a Zam is more important than exploding on Starmie. Since then Gengar can't sleep my Exeggutor. Oh. 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 Well, Alakazam might be him. Alakazam might be him. Okay. Uh, nice crit. Zam's going crazy with the crits right now. We T-Wave this, by the way. We T-Wave. We T-Wave. Man, I thought they called you the Spoon Master, not the Crit Master. This is insane. And then, Persian. Persian has bad bulk, but can Exeggutor beat this? Psychic 44 to 52? It could possibly, I believe percentages are like barely rounded down. They're like rounded down or something. Or it's like rounded up, I'm not sure. I think it's just standard rounding. So like if it's closer to the top, then yeah, the point is this is not gonna kill. See, as you can see. Nice hyper beam. It's a shame if anything bad were to happen to it. Oyster back in field. Great. Done. We love. Gengar comes in. He's gonna, I don't know, explode on Exeggutor? Perhaps? This late game is going swinging. I don't want to rely on a Tauros Ditto though. That's a big thing. You gonna go Tauros? I should have expected that, but I should have predicted for that. Ooh, just to stay in, to stay in. But my chance he's unrevealed. I apply para and then we win. Nice. We spread T-Bolt, and then we do T-Bolt again, and then oh nice forfeiture. 1281. We're close to 1300. After that, I think I'll stop climbing for today, and then let's get back. Let's get back to talking about the Zumons. Ditto. Ditto kinda doesn't do stuff. I mean, everyone knows that, right? He clicks transform. He clicks transform in front of a Snorlax, and he prays that he doesn't die to the full paralysis that he previously got from Thunderwave. Ditto actually has no value in any game. I've tried using Ditto before on a different account. He just doesn't happen. Ditto just doesn't. Ditto does nothing. He has no purpose. Zero purpose in life. He can't switch in on anything because his bulk, 48-48, is some of the worst bulk in the game. His only moves transform, which is bad because you get all the good qualities of Rayon. You also get the bad qualities because you have 48 base HP. You can't, and also you only get 5 moves, so you can't even make any good progress unless the enemy is transformed into like a really bad mon. This is somehow also really good into one of the opponent's teammates. Like remember when I heard about Beedrill? Beedrill has he like Twin Needle and he kills like Executor and stuff. Maybe he transforms into maybe he transforms into Beedrill, clicks Sword Stance, Executor comes in late, and then he dies to the insurmountable peer pressure of Twin Needle. But like also it can crit and it uses Ditto stats for that, so it's not even worth it in the end. Um Dragonair is a genuine Pokemon. He's an NFE, but he's also a genuine Pokemon. This guy actually does stuff. You can. I don't even know why this guy has agility. We just use Bolt Blizz. Let's just use Bolt Blizz. Yeah, this guy does stuff. He has speed control. He has coverage. He has Bolt Blizz. That's like near nigh unresisted. He outspeeds relevant mons. He threatens them. He beats Executor. He beats Starmie. He beats some Starmies. He beats like Surf Bolt Starmie 100% of the time, and he doesn't beat Standard or like the one that's most often seen with like Blizz and Psych because that Starmie has super effective damage and also Psychic is not resisted either way. Wahoo! I think this might be our last match for the day because I don't want to get anywhere. Oh, they know the strat. They know the technique. They know the egg move. They call him the Eggman. They call him the Eggman, folks. They call him the Eggman because he has an eggplant. This eggplant is complete ass. Who thought it was a good idea to make Leech Seed Executor the new meta? Is this a real thing? Nice para, by the way. And now we just go egg. We just go egg now. Egg beats this. Egg beat. Egg beat. Watch. Watch. This guy's not packing. This guy. He could be packing explosion. He could be packing boom. He could be packing nuke. We will never know if he was packing boom. I think I died a Blizz here, though. That's a problem. Back to these guys. Drowsy. Drowsy is a world famous NFE who's world famous for doing NFE things. Like, uh, he goes to the. He, like, he terrorizes the little kids at the daycare. Yeah, Drowsy terrorizes the little kids at the daycare because they don't know how to switch into Tauros. That was a really bad play. Actually, this guy's 1031 ALO. It kind of makes sense. That was a really bad play. I don't know what he was. I don't know what my guy is doing. Yeah. Drowsy kind of just doesn't. Drowsy just doesn't. He doesn't happen. I don't think he has anything going in OU. He has other things to do in life, like read books and um talk to his parents and cry in his room while they start arguing about when the court date for the divorce will be. Stuff like this. And I have stuff to do, like argue about why my Chansey keeps getting fully paralyzed. It absolutely sucks. Let's get back to cooler things than getting full paralysis. Um, Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd is funny. I don't know why he has Reflect on his set. It's weird, but I guess it could do stuff, perhaps. Reflect, swords. Let's look at the stats first. Sword stance. That's 65 attack, 228. All right. Okay. Thanks for the heals. Thank you for finally acting up, Chansey. Chansey, you never do this. What the hell? I'm waiting for a freeze. I'm waiting for a freeze. We all love freezes, right? I wish everyone could just freeze in place one day and I can just push them around using my stab body slam. And then they watch as they die in 2 hits, or maybe 3 or 4, depends on the context. Back to this guy. Farfetch'd really doesn't have much. He has agility sword stance, but he can't, and he has full paralysis. Farfetch'd, why would you have full paralysis? Okay, so he has agility sword stance, which can be, I guess, effective, as you saw from Beedrill. You saw from Beedrill, I think I had agility sword stance on my Beedrill. No, that's just sword stance. Okay, he has to take advantage of Paradmons then. Ranbat's Beedrill. I know Ranbat Beedrill has agility. Ranbat's Beedrill uses agility. And when he uses agility, then when he runs this set, okay, we got the freeze. Progress has been made. Okay, so yeah, he gets agility sword stance, which means he can make actual progress throughout the game. He can outspeed stuff in late and then kill stuff with stab hyper beam, which would be insane because 228 attack. That's like really bad on first glance. But guess what? Guess what? Guess what? 228 times 4. Actually, I forgot what 228 times 4 is. Give me a quick second. 228, that would be 880, and then plus the 16. That's a bit under 900. No, actually, I think that's just straight up just 900 something. 900 something, I think, is the number. Full paralysis. Again. How delightful. Oh, whatever. Egg still comes in. Egg still comes in and beats this. Yeah, but the thing is, guess what? Guess what Farfetch doesn't get? Hyper Beam. I think Farfetch is like one of the only mons in the game that doesn't get the funny. Right? There's like Slowbro is really threatening. I don't want to set up Amnesia. Uh, there's like only 3 mons in the whole game that don't get this thing, which is like uh Farfetch'd and the Hitmons. Everyone loves the Hitmons, right? Everyone loves the Hitmons. If you don't like the Hitmons, then you're usually probably not that great in the head, right? Like, uh, we, I think we can just go Zam on this. Okay, yeah. Hitmonlee is so close to being a great Mon. He's basically potential Mon. You know the potential? He's basically a potential Mon. Uh, he's sort of like that guy, in a way. Um, the main thing about, um, the main thing about Hitmonlee that makes him so great is that he gets, like, meditate high jump kick. But unfortunately, high jump kick's 85 power in RBY, so it's a 2-shot it's 95 max roll on Chansey, I believe. I believe it's 95 max roll. Let me look in calcs while this guy ponders what he should do with his Chansey at 12% HP. Um, Chansey, Hitmonlee. High jump kick. High jump kick versus Chansey. It's 571 to 672. Guaranteed to a KO. Oh, Zamzin Field. Zamzin Field. This is very important information. We can tank a seismic toss. That's important. I'm going lax. I'm going lax on this. We just need to get some damage. I'm just going for the damage, folks. My body slam will not kill this, I think. And the Alakazam's at 50, so how much is body slam doing? 53 to KO. I can take those odds. Those odds are very nice. Oh, I wish you packed Tauros, my bud. I wish you packed Tauros. I wish so much that you packed Tauros. Because it's very well tore over for what the. No, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that, Sam. Right. Slow, bro. You're not supposed to avoid my hyper beam. Anyways, it is very well tore over for you. Unless this misses. Two crits back to back. The fun gets even better. Anyways, before I finish up this gameplay session, I just want to say, yeah, this guy's fucking ass. This guy's absolute ass. He doesn't do anything in life. He's like Drowsy, where he sits in the daycare and hopes that his parents stop going near each other for the next 5 minutes, and instead, Farfetch'd, his glorious little leak over there, he uses it as like a tool for picking soot out of sinks, and he wants to become a plumber. But unfortunately, OU is not looking for any plumbers right now. I'm very sorry, bud. Flareon is a real thing. Flareon does stuff. He has some really good stuff. He doesn't have a way to boost any of his stats. It would be so cool if he got Amnesia or Sword Stance, but unfortunately he does not. But even though he does have a lot of good stuff, he has Fire Spin for wrapping. He has Body Slam, Quick Attack for priority, allows him to revenge kill a lot of guys that would make no sense considering his 65 speed, which is very bad in my opinion. And he has Hyper Beam, which can Hyper Beam, which is a good finisher. Like, there's not much to say. This guy is still walled by Rhydon. Yeah, so Flareon, there's a bunch of problems with him. He's walled by Rhydon. He does pitiful damage to actually he doesn't deal too bad damage, but he does pitiful damage to Starmie and Rhydon. He's walled by both of them really. He can't do much. He can't stay in against physical Snorlax or against standard Tauros because standard Tauros packs EQ. And that does good damage considering this guy is really bad. 65, 60 HP bulk. So that's unfortunate, but yeah. Also, fire is just really bad, defensively and offensively, since the only thing you really hit is Exeggutor, and maybe Pinsir if he appears, if he decides to appear today. I've been seeing a lot of Pinsir on ladder from like a very specific guy, who's like really high ladder. He's like top 20 or something. Okay, next we have Golbat. Golbat is Golbat is another pointless mon, but like everyone knows this. This guy literally has nothing to do. This guy this guy's set of moves, they're so bad. This guy like has nothing to do. He has like no sets. Barely anyone knows what to run, right? Like he only has like one move that he can afford to keep, which is like Confuse Ray. And then everything else, he has to like I don't know, he's gonna go Confuse Ray Hyper Beam Mega Drain, Confuse Ray Substitute Mega Drain. We don't know. We don't know. This guy has like no options. He has no options. That's probably why Zubat is level 100 in Randbats. He has nothing. He has bad stats. He has horrible stats. Look at this. Actually, I believe I just want to check something real quick. Actually, 55. Yeah, this ties with Exeggutor. This ties with Egg. What in the world? So Golbat outspeeding is actually pretty neat. If I go back to the team here, just check out Golbato. 278 speed is gonna be completely honest with you, actually kind of okay because it allows you to outspeed a couple of guys. You can outspeed Cloyster, Victreebel, Exeggutor, Chansey, all of these guys, but you don't have anything to hit anything with, and you're typing so bad you'd lose to anything either way. Like, I don't know, man. You might need to run Leech Life for Revenge Killing Executor or something. I don't know. It's not even stab. It's not actually. You know what? Hyper Beam does more than Leech Life. If anything, that's mandatory. So this guy gets like no moves, no coverage, no nothing. This guy is really just broken. Hitmonchan is the worst fighting type in the game for obvious reasons. He no Hyper Beam. His best moves are coming off of 35 base special. His bulk is pitiful, 50-79. His attack stat is really mid. It's only typed with Victreebel, and, well, Victreebel is formidable. He is not formidable because he has a good attack stat. He only wants to use his attack stat for spamming Wrap, and also because the Sword Stance set. But guess what Hitmonchan doesn't get? Sword Stance. Watch. He gets literally nothing. This guy's pointless. Hitmonlee. Like I had like a sort of mini rant about Hitmonlee earlier. He gets like high jump kick, I guess. It can hit Chansey and KO if she's chipped or something. And Chansey's gonna like be like, oh my god, holy crap, is that Hitmonlee from RBY? This is zero used? Yeah, but Chansey's never gonna be like that because yeah. Uh, this thing gets literally no moves though. Everything here except for Meditate is either normal or fighting. And there's also Toxic, but everything gets that. So this guy has effectively no way of actually harming uh Starmie. Or I will say, I will give him credit for one thing, which is that he gets Body Slam. It can be used to hit guys like Starmie and Executor, and I don't know, maybe Jolteon for possible para. And then you can, with the, for example, like the third guy, Jolteon, you can, like, I don't know, maybe high jump kick after. Okay, let's talk about God, Lickitung. He's Lickitung. Magmar. Magmar is pretty good. This guy has a bit of variety. He's not great in OU just because fire is a pretty bad type and you have no coverage. Little to no cover. Oh yeah, by the way, counters just for Tauros and Snorlax. But once they find out that you're packing counter, then there's then they're just gonna click Earthquake. Then they're just gonna click Earthquake. And when you're countering, you are incredibly susceptible to body slam paralysis, which you don't want. Magmar is mostly good, but he has bad coverage, and he is wait, no, four, four speed points slower than Jinx. This is the saddest speed tier in the game. He is barely he's barely fast. He's not even fast. He's 4 points below the threshold for being a fast Pokemon, at least in my opinion. People often say that like being fast is just like being faster than Egg, but no. To be fast, you have to outspeed Jinx. Jinx is the most borderline fast mon ever. There's nothing. If you can't outspeed the Jinx, then there is no fast. We got Marowak. Marowak doesn't really do anything. Everything here is worse than Sandslash in every way. Bad HP, bad attack, identical defense actually, but it's still offset by the bad HP, making Sandslash better in that department. Um, Slightly worse special, but it barely matters, and worse speed. However, he does get a couple better moves. He gets Blizzard to make use of that 45 base special. This is some right-on ass move choice. I don't think anyone would ever want to use this. You have Bubble Beam to hit Rhydon, and you have a bunch of other stuff. You have Bone Meringue as alternative ground coverage, but with Stab Earthquake, that's really not needed, right? It's just that good. Okay, Muck. This is the subject of the video, so I will not talk about it for now. I mean, not the subject of this video. And then the next long form video, Muck is gonna be about it. I mean, it's gonna be about Muck. Okay, consider that now. Omanite is an NFE. Just use Omastar. Omastar, honestly, I will say, Omastar is really cool. There's a team I've been using that's genuinely gotten me some okay results, featuring Omastar, and pretty much he's just min-maxed. You run Blizz plus Surf for maximum consistency and damage because I don't like Hydro Pump. You run Rest because it's kind of necessary, and then finally the fourth slot can really be whatever you want. Initially, I ran Substitute, but Seismic Toss has also gained some use. Generally, this team's kind of bad in the Starmie. This team's really bad in the Starmie, especially Standard and Thunderbolt Starmies, because Egg can't really threaten. The only thing that really helps into Starmie is Chansey here, and you really need Zap. You really need Rhydon on this team so you can hit Zapdos. Because if you have no Zap, then you might as well consider the team dead. I guess I don't know. Uh, okay. Video's length is nearing 50 minutes. Actually, it's fast farther 50 minutes. 51 minutes. Might as well stop. Yeah, that's it. Bye bye.